Hello fellow humans, my name is Raphael, and in this video I will share 7 fears that are holding me back, and eventually you can make an inventory of yourself to see if some of these things are also hindering your progress. Before I tell you about this, fear is that kind of emotion that actually can block our progress. Because of fear, you can stop believing in yourself. And one of these days, I was working from home and I was taking an online course on mental health. And by answering some of the questions in the course, I came across like the last question that was in the training that I was taking on mental health. And the question was so simple. It just asked me if I was okay. Are you okay right now? In that time, I was having a lot on my plate, and I just kind of stopped everything that I was doing, and I thought deeply in how I was living my life. And I said, like, I'm not feeling okay, and I need to call my manager. And I said, I'm going to call my manager. And then I said, I'm calling my manager now. So I took my phone. Well, it wasn't actually my phone. I went on Teams and I texted her, and I said, can I call you? Can we talk? And then we hopped on a call, we were talking, and I asked for some time off. So I took some time off from everything, and I didn't know where to start. I felt like I had hit rock bottom. I don't know if that was some of the kind of life crisis that we sometimes get. I don't know if that's some of the middle life crisis that we sometimes get, but it was really hard for me to actually go through those things. So let me just start with the first fear that I need to punch in the face. I need to punch this fear in the face. So the first fear that I've been having, oh my god, I can't stop thinking about this fear. It's, oh my god, it's end up alone and lonely. Well, for some of you, you might believe that this is kind of the next pandemic that we are kind of living. It's the loneliness pandemic, the fear of being lonely and empty and not having someone that cares about you. This has been kind of one of those fears that I've had, like, I'm this amount of age and I haven't met someone special yet, and it's been really hard to meet people because people also don't know what they want, especially girls. It's kind of a world of like a better place, like you are fighting against like insecurities, against emotions, and not knowing how to navigate around these kind of, especially the new updates on dating and stuff like that. And it's one of those fears that I've been having, like, oh, will I end up alone and lonely? Oh, no one cares about me. Oh, I need to change who I am so that people can accept me. Oh, I need to maybe not be too kind of serious, or I need to change who I am, or I need to start maybe dressing a little bit like different or better, or try to fit into an environment where you clearly that's not your environment. And this is something that I've been thinking a lot, like, do I need to change, or are there some part of me that I need to improve? But this is something that many people are also struggling, and I'm actually ready to punch this fear in the face and accept who I am, but also trying to not. It's hard to explain, but not trying to be too of who I am. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but it's like there's gotta be a balance where you be you, but you also try not to be you all the time, because some people might not like that part of you, of showing up who you really are, trying to be authentic. Sometimes you need to leave your authenticity to yourself and just kind of be normal, or just kind of integrate in that environment where everyone is just kind of being themselves, but you need to be careful. But yeah, I really would like to know what are your thoughts about this, about loneliness and about being alone, or not being alone, I mean being single, right? All right, I'm not saying that I'm single. Did I just say that? Yes, I am. Okay, so the second fear that has actually been also eaten my butt is the fear of losing my job. Actually, it took a lot of time just kind of journaling and thinking, why am I having this fear? Well, for some of you who might not know who I am, my name is Rafael and I live in the UK. I work here as a subsea support engineer in an oil and gas organization, and it's really hard. Like when you look for a job and then you get the job and you start like learning new things about the industry, about the possible layoffs, about the insecurity of the industry, or people being made redundant, you start thinking a lot. Oh, will I be the next person? Oh, I need to strive, I need to do my best. And when this fear was actually taking all of my kind of thinking, all my thoughts, I used to try to prove to people that I'm good enough. Like go very early, like 7 a.m., 7:30 maximum, I'd be at work. I'd be trying to work, trying to do stuff. And that really, I understood that I didn't even need to try to prove to people that I am worthy. I just need to accept the reality that one day, for some reason, things might change. And change is the only constant. Things are always going to change. And once I accepted that I might someday, somehow lose my job, oh boy, I felt so well. I felt so good. And now I am in that position where I can just look at myself and say, it's okay if something happens, but I will do everything in my control to make sure that I am, I wouldn't say irreplaceable, but that I create 3 things. And those things are I, from impact. And the second thing is B, for behavior. How do I write behavior? My God, behavior. Yes, like this, man. Behavior, impact, behavior, and E for expertise. So these are the 3 things that I'm trying to kind of hone upon, or I'm trying to kind of haste and be really good at, which is, okay, what are my impacts in the company? What is my behavior? How am I behaving? Like if someone tells me something, or tell me to improve in an area, or if I have an assignment, what's my behavior towards that thing? And then I saw these 3 things I can really manage. These are the 3 things that I can do. Being fired is out of my control. But these 3 things are the things that we all can do, right? And expertise, asking the right questions, reading, taking courses, trying your best to do your best. All right, let's go to my third fear, is the fear of single source of income. Yes, income. So just having one 9-to-5 job in our days has been like a risk. So we are trying to do everything in our power just to get another job, just to do something else. And just having one single source of income has been like, oh my God, second fear, if I lose my job, how am I going to be able to sustain myself, my lifestyle, the way that I'm living now? And it kind of, I felt like so stressed, because I feel like if I don't have my job, I'm done. I have nothing. I'll have to go and start from zero and do everything all over again. And then it just kind of, I just felt like this is something that I really need to deal with. And I've been reading a lot, studying a lot, and trying to find ways where I can increase my different streams of income and create that income security, that job security, because we want to be secure of our job, but that's not something that we can control. But what I might be focusing is the income security, trying to to ensure that I might have multiple streams of income, and from whatever thing that I'm doing, I can still make some money. All right, and the fourth thing that, oh my God, I'm afraid of this whole thing. It's actually not being able to support my parents. Well, when it comes to my friends or other people in my family, I care, but not as much as I care about my parents. So not being able to support them from all of the thing above, like the second fear, the third fear, oh my God, these are all financial fear. I've been thinking like, oh, if I don't have the second and the third, if I don't have my job, if I don't have different streams of income, oh, how am I gonna be able to help my parents? And it stresses me out just by thinking about this. And then it dawned on me that this is something that I need to address. This is actually something that I am afraid of. If I can't help my parents, it kills me, right? It kills me. I think it also kills some of you guys. But I just need to control or to do what I need to do in order to be able to support them. And that is make sure I am contributing and I am valuable in where I am in the workplace. So that's the only thing that I can control, to be valuable, to give feedbacks, to impact my work. And the fifth fear, that's something that I've also been kind of, oh my God, it's work and life misalignment. Yes. Well, what does it mean, work and life misalignment? By work and life misalignment, I will just add business lifestyle misalignment. I will just write business lifestyle misalignment. By this, I mean that like what I do in my kind of 9-to-5 work job is also different from what I might be passionate about. I am passionate about, let's say, sharing knowledge, being in front of someone, impacting people directly. Whereas in my day-to-day job, I am hiding behind a spreadsheet or a Zoom call, a Teams call. I am there kind of just as an entry-level like engineer, as someone who's just starting his career. That's all right, but sometimes I feel that misalignment, like, oh, I want to share more, I want to give more, but I can only give as much as I am allowed to give. And that kind of misalignment just sometimes blocks my way of kind of being more creative. And when I come home and do my kind of hobbies, which is kind of teaching people whatever skills I think that they might be needing, and that also kind of creates me trying to do two things at the same time. It's like you are learning engineering in a very specific field, but you are also trying to do this, which kind of creates a misalignment, and also there is kind of an overhead cost of energy, time, and money when you try to do these sort of things. All right, these are the 5 things that actually has been kind of really hard for me, but I will share the 6th and the 7th. Actually, the 6th is this exact thing that I'm doing. I will just say sharing my work. Yeah, for years, I've been afraid of sharing my work on social media or telling people what I do. It's like, oh, they're gonna laugh at me. Oh, I do this. Oh, I do that. Oh, I'm not very good at, like, yeah, I make a lot of mistakes. People will see me. Oh, my face is this. Oh, I've got this alien hand. Oh, all of this stuff, I don't care anymore. Because I stopped and I said, I need to punch these fears in the face, because nobody cares how you look, if you're black, if your English is good, if you're just starting on YouTube, if your content is not good, if you are not wearing like something nice, if there's no like, no one really cares. But who cares? I do. Since I do, I ask myself, why do I care? I don't really care anymore. I need to share my content, I need to share my work, I need to show, and I want feedbacks, of course, like constructive feedbacks, and I will of course also get negative feedbacks, and people are gonna be like, I don't want to tell him, like, yeah, it's not good, but I don't want to tell him. Please come and tell me. I'm open. Yeah, I'm open to hear to people, like, if something is not good, if I need more light. I'm just starting and I don't have like a big budget, like I am not like some other big YouTubers who got like a lot of money and time and resources to produce like the content that they are producing right now, because when they started, they maybe were also in the same condition or position that I am right now. That's why I just need to share my work and not be afraid of, oh, the video is not good, it's too long, it's too whatever, the audio is not good. As long as I will try every day to improve what I'm doing, I think that's a good, and that's a punch in the face. I'm punching this fear in the face, and that's great. And the seventh fear is the fear of loans. Yes, loans. I think I am most afraid about money. When it comes to money, I am a bit conservative. I'm always thinking like, oh, I need to know how I'm spending my money. But when it comes to loans, it's not like lending money to someone. It's me lending money, borrowing money, or taking a loan. Like, I've got my Russian driving license and I don't have a UK driving license, and I've been like, oh, I want to drive, but yeah, I could go to the bank and take a loan. I can afford that, but just the fear of, oh, I might lose my job. Oh, I'm only starting. Oh, I don't want to do this. All of this fear, they have been blocking my way, like, of getting a loan actually, because just looking back when I started, if I could just take my driving license or change my driving license and get a car, and get by this time I would have kind of maybe paid the car, and also I've been like proficient in driving. So my fear is just kind of leaving me in a place where I can progress. I'm stuck and I can't move forward, and I don't care anymore because I'm punching all of these fears in the face. Yes. And I want to share a three-step formula from this book over here, Dale Carnegie, how to stop worrying and start living. Actually, when I had the mental breakdown, I'm calling it a mental breakdown. Was it really a mental breakdown? When I had that, I really sat and I said, like, I took 5 days off from work, actually a week, and I was just running, reading, and just trying to find myself because I was lost. And then I was like, I need a material to kind of, to learn, to find myself. And I bought this audiobook on Audible, and I was listening to it. I thought that I could find something different from the Bible that I've been reading every day. And then the advice that I got from the book actually came also from the Bible. But Dale taught me this three-step formula to actually conquer fear. And the first step, let me just get my journal here because I forgot the steps, but oops. The first step is to ask yourself 3 things. Let's go to the first step, which is, what is the worst thing that can happen? And you can ask, will I die? Will I be deported? Will I lose my job? You ask the worst questions and write down. The second is you need to accept it. Do I accept it? Please accept it. And if you accept it, the third step is to reduce the fear or the consequences that might happen, that might occur if the thing you are afraid of really happen. So these are the 3-step formula that you can use, and this has been kind of my tranquilizer and has been helping me a lot. So thank you for watching this video, and please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy these video. And also my alien hand, again, I was making fun of myself. It's actually a way of me not being afraid or ashamed of my hand, because I've got this hand and I burnt my hand when I was a little kid, a little boy, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. I was so young that I can't even remember. So please subscribe, share, like, and leave your comment. And these are kind of my 7 fears, and I want to give them an X and move on with my life. That's it. Please write down your fears, and maybe you should also do the same and move on.